Yo, what up? This is my YouTube page. Obviously, you're here. Okay, leave a comment. Ask a question. Send a request. You got a request? You need somebody that needs, you got somebody that needs ranting on? I'm your guide. Leave a comment, leave a question, and subscribe to my YouTube page. The family stuff was great. Like I said, it was my mother's 75th birthday, and we had a great party for my mother. I had my aunts, I had my cousins down there, and full disclosure, you know, I sometimes the family stuff, it's overwhelming. It's too much. These are Jews. These are, and I include myself. We are loud. We are, at times, I'm not naming names, can be obnoxious. There could be bickering, fighting. There could be talking behind their back. There could be talking. There was one situation where one family member was talking about the other family member in front of the other family member to a third family member. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is dysfunctional Jews 101. This is not the kind of Jews that get the publicity that we deserve. This is true blue Jewish stuff. Family, but we had a fantastic time. It was great to see everybody. I'm not going to name names. All you aunts, cousins, sort of aunts. It was one of the best times I've ever had with my family. We just had a great time. I was happy to see my mother, 75 years old, looks fantastic. We did a little toast for my mother. Just to give you a quick thing about my mother. My mother's a lot of different things, but what she also is, she is from the 5 towns of Long Island, Lawrence, Long Island. My mother started off as an assistant in the ad world, Mad Men, being harassed, harangued by people in the ad world. 19 years old, from Long Island, learned how to type. She was doing the typing, the fast typing. She went up the ladder, went to this business, moved up the ladder, went up the ladder, created this business, sold that business for a little something, went up the ladder. And my mom is, when you hear this overused term, boss, my mother is a true blue boss who sold her business at like maybe 51, 52. And all she does now is ride her fucking horses and sit out on the beach. That's a badass boss ass bitch. And when I say boss ass bitch, and I say the word bitch to my mother, I say it with love, affection, and respect. She's self-made boss ass. So it was a great time. Now, post 75th birthday, we had a little dinner. It was maybe 10 or 11 of us, the closest family members that were left, because some run for their lives. Some could only take a day or two. This is like the Iron Men of the family left. This is like day 3, day 4 for some of them. And this isn't just my family. There's everyone out there could relate to that. 3-4 days of family that you're going like you're triathlete at that point. There's no joke. My brother, Professor Rapaport. Now, my cousin Ira. It's the only one I'm going to say a name. Ira. Because I told him I'm going to talk about you on the podcast. Very, very large, unique personality. He said, I'm going to make pasta for everybody. I said, great. So can you cook? Oh, I can do this. I could do that. I'm going to make this. Okay, great. Because I ain't cooking. My mother wasn't cooking. Cousin Ira was going to cook. I'm going to go to the farmer's market. This, that, and the third. I got a whole thing. He said, it's not my pasta surprise. I said, well, what's your pasta surprise, Cousin Ira? And he's telling me, oh, would you come over? I said, I'm going to come over. I want that pasta surprise. He goes, well, when we do that, it's this. It's a surprise. I get all these different things. It's a surprise. Which now, in hindsight, after I've had the honor, the privilege of his cooking, I know that pasta surprise is just probably a big bowl of shit. That's what I'm imagining my cousin Ira's pasta surprise is. But he said, I'm just going to do something low key tonight. We're cooking, talking, but he's cooking. I start calling him chef, like we're on that show. What's that show called? The Bear. Chef, you need anything, chef? Because when you're with family, when you're with people that have known you literally your entire life, even if you're not that close with them, they've known me. I've known them since we're born. Maybe it's just me. I revert back to that 7-year-old, 9-year-old, that fucking ball breaker. I'm breaking my brother's balls. This is just who I am. This is the disruptive warrior. I got kicked out of the 3rd grade in public school. That's a fact. There was, again, no violent incidents. I didn't throw a table out of a window for busting balls. It's in me. I don't know how. I don't know where. My brother's a perfectly normal person. My parents, they're good stock. Somehow I got this disruptive gene. I don't know. You say, maybe I'm my parents' kids. You look at them, you look at me, this and that. Somehow a gene just slipped in there. So I'm hungry. Cousin Ira said he could cook. I want to see what you can do. My brothers, I'm like, run my back, get me a cook, give me a Coke. I'm fucking on him. He brings out this pasta. He just literally talking like he's Iron Chef winner. He's talking like he's that dude in the kitchen. He brings out a bowl of noodles, and I start going. And my mother's like, wait for everybody. I'm like, okay, because you revert, and I don't have manners. I'm an animal. There's 11 people there. I got my aunts, and I should let them eat first, so let everybody sit down. I start going at it, and I see that the noodles, after being put down for just 2 minutes, they're starting to stick. That's why I knew I was onto something. I wasn't just being rude. I saw them starting to stick. Everybody sits down after 10 minutes of letting these noodles settle, which obviously I ain't no cook. They didn't have I don't know what the fuck you're supposed to put noodles, butter, salt, olive oil, something. They're not supposed to brick up. By the time the sauce that he'd been talking about, the farmer's market, by the time everybody sits down, the noodles have turned into a fucking noodle krugel. The noodles it's a block. He made a block of noodles. A block of noodles and sauce that when you pick up, you might think you're ladling wine. This is shit. Shit food. Dog shit. Squares of noodles. And everybody's like, oh, they're making a big thing. I'm trying to pick up the noodles. I said, fine. I said, Mom, I need it. You got scissors? I got to cut these fucking noodles. She's like, what? I go, I need scissors to cut Cousin Ira's noodles. And then one of my aunts is like, yeah, we need scissors. And I'm like, listen, you're amongst family. If you can't tell your family with love, respect, and affection that your food that you just presented to the rest of your family, that it sucks, who can you tell it to? And I told my cousin Ira, I said, listen, Ira, I'm going to name names and I'm going to point fingers and let you know publicly and let the world know publicly that you failed. You failed my mother's, this is New Year's Eve, homie. You cooked a big pile of shit. And when I went to dump my noodles into the garbage can, what did I see? With your sauce and your farmer's market, I saw jars, motherfucker. I saw the jars of sauce. This wasn't homemade sauce. How could you fuck up jars of sauce on New Year's Eve in West Palm Beach? And we had to sit there and eat it, and a lot of them are a lot more polite than me. It was just a big pile of shit that we ate for New Year's. That's how we brought in New Year's Eve. And I didn't stay up for the fireworks because my mother's like, stay up for the fireworks. I said, Mom, I can't. It's 9. Then we had ice cream and more ice cream and my stomach, and I had some lamb chops from the night before. I said, I gotta go sleep. I gotta sleep on this. I gotta sleep on what's inside of me. My stomach is curdling. It's screaming for help. I don't care about. You seen one? The good. My mother's like, it's the fireworks. They're great. I go, you seen one? You seen them all. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Who cares about the firework? Like, it's 9. I'm gonna vomit. I gotta go home. I just had little squares, blocks of pasta. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment, leave a criticism, leave a request. Okay, you got something to say? Good, bad, or indifferent? Let me know. I appreciate you watching.